Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we will expand this room out a bit and we can also we'll lay the framework down and see how far we get. So first things first, let me just take this edge off. Oops. Don't need that block there. Okay, so we need to think about, so two more blocks that way. We'll take that down as well. So two more. Okay, wait for those bits of rock to disappear. There we go. And one more. There we go. That should be enough actually. Let me just double check. So this storage container, which I have here somewhere, 6 large. So that would take us to 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right to the edge. So we've got this block, which would be one more. And then, sorry, yeah, and then one more for the extra bit, and then the wall at the end. Okay, so what I will do is, do I want to, would I be able to just eyeball it? Let me just check. Oops. Because if I just get this right in here, and could I just draw a straight line? I would need to be up to there, and then I go sideways. You know what I'll do? I will mark out this side as well, because we need 2 more blocks going this way. So 1 and, come on, 2. And I will take this off. I need to take this off as well. Or maybe not. Let me go and yeah, let me go and dig. No, I should just detail this a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Or maybe not. No, you know what? I'll go dig this stuff out, because it seems like it should be relatively straightforward because it is just a couple of blocks, and then I'll come right back. What the heck? What? There's no gravity. Are we running out of power in the base? Looks like we might be, because the gravity is coming on and off intermittently. Let's just have a quick look here. Reactor. Current output is 9.55. Huh. Yeah. So I think that we're gonna need another reactor. Now, what is the simplest? The simplest way for me to fix this right now is to just pop a reactor, come on, through up on here, because I think we even have a spare slot that I could pop it onto. Don't I? Yeah, I do. So let me just pick up a small base reactor, and if I can place it the right way, yeah, like that. Let me just build that, and I shall be right back. Power up. There we go. Our power requirements should now be getting met. Oh shit. Hey, wait. How did that happen? Does it have 2 entry points? I don't know. Small reactor. Yeah, so they both work now. 2. That's fine. I didn't know it had 2 connectors. Thought it only had 1. But that's good. So let me just go back through here and carry on with continue the digging out of this section. So let me just put some of these blocks down, and I'll go, oops. Okay. So I'll dig, I've got this much, so I need to dig it out to the roof, and I will place down these blocks. It's all dull work, and I will be back. Alright, so that's most of this room kind of welded up now. Just put the light off so you can see it without all those reflections a little bit easier. The other thing that I want to do before I start welding this stuff up is putting in the other cargo containers. So let me do that part. And that involves a little bit of jiggery-pokery because, what is it, 1, 2, I want to put a block there and a block there to move this ship forward a little bit. Oh, they're missing a block there. Okay, so 1, 2 there, 1, 2, 1, 2 there. Okay, so we'll get up on here so we can see the cargo container. So that'll go right there, and like that. Oops, I didn't do it. But it's the same thing I was missing out on when I was trying to build it last time. Luckily, there was some just on the floor there. Okay, so let's try that again. Wait a minute, I can't see it. There we go. So that's 2 of them. And let's plonk 2 more down. And so there and there. Okay. So this goes there. No? Where one? There we go. And then we just need 1 more. And we might have to move that our little mole out of the way. And the best way to do that is if I determine where we're going to exit this room. Now the entrance is there. Yeah, we should have the exit near there as well, but I'll put it, yeah, I'll just want that to be the door in here. So it's these 3 that are getting taken out. And I might move that door one to the right as well, just so that the door doesn't come right into the wall. So there's a bit more space there. And I'll just take this minor way out of here. Through all this iron. Let's go. And then we can place our final cargo container. And then we can go on and start welding everything up. Alright, so we've cleared a fair bit of space there. Good. So now let's place this final cargo container. So that's 1, 2, and 2 there, which means that we can just hop on there and put the cargo container right there. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now let's do the exciting job of welding all this stuff up. So I'll do that and be right back. So now that I've welded up the floor, the next thing I would like to do, since it would make much easier to pick up the items we need to build the rest of this, is to complete one of these cargo containers, probably this one, and pipe it in. So let us see how we would do that. Now there should be a way for me to get up on the roof here. There we go. And what we need, just realized I'll probably need some more interior plate. Yep, I do. I'm gonna pick up some interior plate because we need to work out the piping. Okay, so the way we will do that is we will just go through the wall here and see where we end up, and then we can figure out the rest. So here we have a pipe going down, and then we will turn it to go that way, and it's just going to go straight through that, and we'll just drill our way straight through here. Now I'm not sure if we will come up against the wall of the assembly room, because turns out we might do. Yep, and that's the perfect lining as well, I think. Let's just see. So that might actually line up quite perfectly with... So is that going right into that cargo container? Yeah, it is. That's perfect. So we will... Oh, crud. Which is fine, because I can do this, and I can do that, and I can pick that stuff up. Because what I'll put here is a conveyor junction, and if I take this off, I can probably get access to that cargo container, I hope. Or what's this? So that is the large cargo container. So come on, can you not? There we go. So what do we need? Construction component and small steel tubes. Construction component, small steel tubes. Bam! So that takes care of that, although I can't get access to that anymore, but that's okay. I'll weld that up. And then what we will do... Oh, that's perfect how that's lined up. So we will curve this that way, and we will just connect them up straight up like so. Come on. There we go. Let me weld this whole thing up, including that cargo container, and actually I'll just weld up the rest of it. Oh, I need to use that. So I'll just weld up this whole thing and hopefully the rest of this room as well, and I will be right back. Alright, so we've got this room fully welded up, and if I'll take you upstairs and show you what I've tidied up there. So I removed all of the extra blocks that we placed around the edges, because that was just as a guideline so we know how high we need to dig out. We've obviously got a little bit more space up here than we actually need, but that's okay. The other thing you will notice is that there is just this one pipe coming down here that connects to this cargo container. We are not connecting to the other cargo containers up here because of the fact that they are all side by side, they are all connected to each other. So there is a port on this side of this one, port on this side of that one, so they are nicely connected. So there is just this hole here that I want to weld up, and that is the storage room pretty much done. The things that we need to do now is lighting, so let's set that up. So we'll do something similar to what we did in the other rooms, just we'll do this. Oop, I need construction component, but that's okay because I can just pick them up from here. How convenient. So we'll put one light there, which means that I won't need one on that side, which is fine. So I'll put one in the middle, like eyeball it there, one there, eyeball, oops, that's looking the wrong way. So let me just take that off and put that back. Oops. There we go. One more there, one in the middle, one more there, and just one in the middle here I think is all we'll need. Yep, let me just weld this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The reason I was counting them is because I need to know how many we have so I can figure them out here. So that's corner light. So we have 8 of them. Oh crap. Why did they renumber them? Why do we have 2 7s and... Okay, that's not great. Okay, we might have to do it manually. So this one... Oh. What is going on? Because these are all... Okay, here's 1. So this one is the storage room. Corner light 1. Yep. SR corner light 2. Not that. Just checking the ones where the radius isn't set to 10 meters because that will be a new one. SR corner light 3. This should be old one. This should be a new one. Yep. I'm sensing a pattern. Corner light 4. New one. Like 5. Six. And I bet that one. Yes, like 7. I'm missing some lights. Oh, here's another corner light. Yeah. So how far did we get to SR corner light 7? So I think we just need 1, right? SR corner light 8. Just check that. That one, yeah. So we're in the clear. So let me just go in there. So I think they will be ordered a bit better. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Storage room lights. And I will pump up the radius and pump down the intensity. Now let's have a look. Switch our light off. Yeah. I think this is a bigger room than the refinery room as well, but that's looking good. I can work with that. A couple more things I want to do. We need to reassign some of these. So let's go in there and large cargo container 4. Instead of large cargo container 4, let's call that ore container. Tim ore. There we go. Check, all the ore is in there, and we've got plenty more storage. We're almost out of cobalt or magnesium. I think they'll still be okay. And the next one, we will call this one the ingot container. Ingot container. Tin ingot. So that's updated it there. The other thing I want to do is remove these ones because we are just going to get rid of those cargo containers and we don't want them taking up, well, we don't want anything to be in those cargo containers because then they'll just get chucked out when we deconstruct it. Let me just okay, so that's the ore. So let me just, not here, I want to check the cargo. So Tim, wait, okay, so Tim auto, so Tim ingot, so that's got all of the ingots in there, so that's fine. And wait a minute, thought I got rid of that. Okay, so there's lots more. I only did the ore ones, so let me just get rid of the ingot ones. Okay, so let's check again. Tim ingot, there's only one. There you go. And that's pretty full. Tin ore, oops, space. And that looks pretty full as well. Not pretty full, there's plenty space left, but it's got everything in there. So let me just check small cargo container. So we've got one with an extra oxygen bottle, which I'll pick up for now. And we've got just tools. I think they're all just tools. So I wonder if, for the sake of argument, if I just call this one control panel, I will just call this MISC container Tim2. I wonder if that will work. I can't remember if it's exactly what it's called. Is it tools? Tool? I'm not sure what they're called. We'll figure that out by going out here and checking this LCD panel, because it is possible that it is on here somewhere. Hydrogen bottle, that's gas container object. Huh. Oh, I can do this and I can just scroll down. Or oxygen container, oxygen bottle, physical gun object. So I think they're called physical gun objects. So that'll be the grinders and the drills, rifle. Yeah, so let's call them physical gun object. And we would also want physical gun objects, ammunition, maybe that is a category. Let's rename this mist container. Physical gun. That should get renamed. Yep, physical gun object. Let me, oops, go back into it. So physical gun object, so that should have, yeah, all of that stuff in it. And I can't remember the ammo type. I should check that while it was there. And it won't show here just now. Maybe it's ammo container. Just call it that. No, it's not picked it up. To go back to the front, I think we might need, would we need a bit more lights? I don't think it needs to be that bright. I think that's good enough. I could pump up the brightness actually, the intensity of it if we want a bit more light. That's what I did in this room, if I remember. Okay, so, oh, it's called ammo magazine. I wonder though that if when I make this ammo magazine, whether it would take it out from the turrets as well. Let's check. Ammo mag. So no, it's still good because it's only picked up the spare ones. I'll just double check. Gatling gun. Yep, they've both got 70. Okay, so it must fulfill the ones with specified numbers first and then put anything left in the other specified container. So let's just check the small cargo containers now, see if they have anything else in them. Nope, they look clear. So we've moved everything around and we've even got a spare cargo container right here for anything else that we might want to store that we will determine. So there are a few things I would like to do before we finish this episode. One thing is to finish welding up these doors. But another thing that I want to do before I weld them up is finish off this room, this hallway I should say. So there, and then like that, and on top we're just going to have, I do wonder, is that what we're going to do? Yep, that, because that's just going to be the roof. And the roof here is going to be one level down than the roof in the other room, which is fine because the cargo container room is going to be bigger. Oh, actually, there are oh wait, I did that wrong. There are a couple of things that I want to do. I want to move this one block to the right so we're not coming out right into the wall there. But that means that I have to move this gravity generator. Or does it? Can I do it without moving the gravity generator? Huh. Probably not. I do have to think about a place for that gravity generator, but I don't want to worry about that right now. Let me weld up some of these things. Let's just see here. That does that. So I can just weld these as we go because it's pretty quick. And we need a light here. So, oops, let me just find the light. 9. So the light I want there. And hopefully I still have some construction components with me. I do. And I want to make sure that I name that right now. So corner light, it's going to be this one. So we'll call this AR2SR Hall. corner length. Okay, and I will bump up its radius and turn down its intensity so we don't get blinded. And how does that look? Yeah, that looks pretty decent. What else do I need? I need some steel plates. I can put this away. That's fine. And let me just weld this up. Easy peasy. Okay, so did I run out of steel plates? I need more. Come on. Steel plates, yeah. Okay. Weld that up. That's welded. Something there that needs welded up. There that needs welded up. And we need to enclose the space a little bit better. So we need a half block going there. And half block there. Half block there. Half block here. Because the door is going in the next section. Wait. Yeah. So I will also put the half blocks on this side. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also want to put a full block to cover up that space there, which works. Okay, now the next thing, oh, so there's a corner block there, but we need to sort that out later. The next thing that we need to do is actually move that gravity generator. I'm just wondering where. I could put it on the roof there actually. It'll be hidden away. Utilization of that space. Yeah, let's do that. That means that I want to make a hole here. And let me just take some of these parts. Yes, I know. Let's just come over here. I want to put it as far away into here as possible. And I think I have a gravity generator in one of my toolbars somewhere. Or maybe I don't. Oops. G. Gravity generator. I'll plonk it down right there. How many are there? 3. I should be able to pick that up in the next trip, hopefully. Yeah, I don't have gravity here. So, I need more steel plates. And 3 more gravity generator components, which are right here. And some steel plates. Hopefully, yeah, I think I've picked up enough. Okay, I need 4 more steel plate. That's easy enough. I don't even have to go, oops. I don't even have to go all the way down there. I could probably just do it from here. Don't need too many. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Let's just finish that up. Done. Okay, I'll just double check that the field, yep, everything is set up for completeness. And damn, I need to stop doing that. Let's pick up that extra steel plate. Okay, so that took care of that. Let's fix the rest of this corridor. So what that means is, take this block out. and take this block out. Let's just mine this out the way. Put a block. Come on. I want your place. Okay, let's put the door in. So door goes there, and then the block goes there. Yeah, light timer block, that's fine. Then we have a block going there. We also have a curvy block. Like that there. And then we have a half block here. It's a full block. Half block there. Another half block there. Or is that a full block there? I think that'll be a full block there actually. Light armor block, light armor block. I don't mind that sticking out there. And that means I can weld this stuff up. Is there enough light? Yeah. Okay. Let me pick up some more steel. Oh no, I have enough, but I'll pick up more. Weld that up. Something just doesn't feel quite right here, does it? I think it is that. Definitely doesn't feel right. Oh, that doesn't feel right. Yep, I see. Yeah, I can't pick that up. Let me just chuck some of these on the floor there so I can pick that up. And I want to see if I can fit a half block there. Half light armor block. Just there, like so. Pick that up. How does that look? That might look okay. And here, I want to weld that up. Weld that up. Take this off. Take that off. This one needs to be a corner, kind of like that. So oh, not like that. It needs to be like that. So it brings it into a kind of a nice shape there. And I will put a light armor block right at the end there. And I will take this off. Okay. So how does that feel? That feels better. Although, I think that roof is too low. So I need to put another half light armor block there. And that means that I have to drill out some more of this rock, which is fine. Easy enough. So let me weld that up. Weld that up. And okay, so that one can't be a half block because that needs to match that. Like so. And pick that up and put one of those there. Like so. And finally, we should have one more. I can just put half block there. I don't really need a full block because we're not seeing the other side. There we go. How does that look? Let's check. Coming into this room. Yeah, I think that looks okay. One more thing I want to do for symmetry and so on and so forth is put a corner light just on top there. Oh, I need construction components, that's fine. I don't need those anymore. construction components. Yep. Weld that up. And one more thing, very important, name it. So corner light. So that should be corner light 11. Maybe the second one. Yep. So that is the AR to SR Hall corner light 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rename these to RR corner light 1, RR corner light 2, just so that it is easier to name these things in the future. 4. That numbered quite nicely for us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That should be all of them. We'll just double check. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. We've got 2 in the hall. There's just 1 in the control room. Main hall has 2. Refinery room has 9. Ah, who would have thunk? Nicely organized lights. Okay, now let me just weld up both these doors. Okay, so that's both those doors. Oh, I didn't increase the intensity of that light. So that would be the AR to SR. AR to SR, corner light 2, radius, intensity. That's fine. Let's have a look. Yep, that's looking better. I think we need to add a lick of paint to these rooms so that they're not all so dull gray. And we can sort that out. So we're coming through here and we've got the storage room. Fantastic. Yeah. This is coming together nicely. Now, the next thing that we could work on is the... Oh, okay. The next thing that we could really work on is the reactor room, which we could sort out over in this space over there. We won't work on the hangar yet because I want everything else set up first. The other thing that I really... But before the reactor room, one thing I might actually sort out is air tightness. Get the base working with full oxygen, pressurization and everything. So that will mean setting up a programmable block, which we'll probably use the one that's in the assembly room right now, to set up the airlock script so that we can set up an airlock here. Then we also need to figure out what we're going to do about these exposed points. Like we've got this door here that opens out into space. We might just... we might have a small room here without airlock control, just so that we can manually control it, because we're not going to be using it as an entry or exit point. And I think we will have one more space here with that same kind of issue, because these are extension points for the base. Like this base is an extension point. We're going to build the base out of here. So we'll build the door, and we won't put in a full airlock system, but we will put in a manual airlock system there. So I think that's what we'll do in the next episode. But this was a good, successful episode because we finished off. Let me just block that up. Because we have managed to successfully finish off the storage room of steel plate. It was a lot of welding and a lot of kind of fiddly stuff, but you know, you won't have seen most of it except in like full speed. So hopefully that's less dull. But this is the storage room done, and it's looking good. We might, we could put up a little slope or a stairs or something so you could walk up there. Should we do that? Let's try. because that might give it a nice look as well. If I put stairs there, but then that goes up 2 blocks. Huh. What if, then I would have to, if I want to put stairs, I would have to put it there. Not sure whether I would appreciate having stairs sticking out like that. I'm not convinced. What I could do though is I could put a slope. Here we go. Light armor, slope, like that. And I could put another slope on this side, like that, just to kind of make it look less blocky in this room. But then this hallway feels a bit more way narrower, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not going for that. I think that's it. I think we'll leave this room just like that. I think it looks okay. It's got a kind of majesty to it, having these large cubey cargo containers in there. Yeah, I like that. I think we'll stick with it for now. Well, that's all for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again next time.